On this episode of Road Dirt, Ryan Nolan rides the Yamaha MT-10 SP around town and up in the hills above Los Angeles. Stay tuned.
Everyone, this is Ryan with Road Dirt here in beautiful LA to try out the all-new 2022 Yamaha MT-10 SP. So the MT-10 was redesigned all new for this year from the previous generation, but it still has that unique Street Fighter styling, still has that beautiful sounding R1 derived power plant, and the SP version kind of builds on that with some more unique features. First being the unique SP color scheme. So whenever you see it, you know for sure that is an SP. And the other big thing that it has that I'm really excited about is the all-new Nolan semi-active suspension, front and rear. So it's looking like it might be a little bit rainy today, but I'm actually really excited to try out the bike in these conditions with this new suspension. It's got 3 different riding modes, and they're all customizable and adaptable, so I'm really excited to see how the bike handles in these conditions. So really want to give a shout out to Yamaha for inviting us out. Really thankful for that because this is my first press release or press launch. And then even more excited that this is the bike that I get to do for my first press launch. So come on and let's go check out the bike. Okay, well, let's see how this bike feels. Yeah, I gotta say, initial impressions, yeah, seating position feels really neutral. I've got a nice reach to the bars. Feels really natural. Feels like I've got a lot of maneuverability here, even through town for its size. I got to say, it feels really nice. I'm not sliding around too much in the seat on the brakes. It's got a very neutral riding position. I got to say I like it. Yeah, my body's fitting around the bike pretty well. Feels pretty good. There we go. Yeah, nice reach to the levers and all the controls. Seating position feels nice. I'm not too far forward, not too far back. Okay, well, let's see how it feels here, rolling out onto the interstate or the highway here. A really smooth pull from that R1 derived engine. Yeah, it's really smooth. Upshifts through the gears really nicely. That quick shifter is really, really smooth, really positive. Yeah, back down through the gears too. Feels really much the same. Very positive through the gear shifts. I'm gonna have to remember I don't need to use the clutch in my downshifts though. It's gonna take some getting used to here. Yeah, very smooth throttle response. A couple of the journalists commented how the previous generation, I guess, felt a bit abrupt, but this feels really smooth. Yeah, going up through the gears feels really nice. Really nice. Very good feeling. Yeah, power delivery is nice and smooth. They've done a nice job tuning the engine. Very predictable. So one thing I will say, after being on the bike a little bit, is I'm not sliding around too much. The position feels really nice. I think if I was going to go on a longer trip though, I might want something a little bit wider, a little bit more plush on my seat, just because of how my legs fit around the tank and everything. Yeah, even feeling, under braking, I'm not sliding around, like I said, too much. I can just tell based on where my legs are, you know, I might want something, yeah, just a little bit wider. I was going to go on a long trek, and the way my legs just fit into the seat, I might want maybe some higher rear sets. Yeah, I'm about 5'10", and you know, that's obviously going to be a rider preference thing, but just how I can feel that my legs are fitting around the tank, I might want something just a little bit different, but overall it feels really nice. So this bike does have, you know, those different riding modes that you can select here on the menu, but you really can't change those, you know, while you're on the fly. You know, I understand why Yamaha did that. You know, they want you to be focusing on the road ahead, not looking down too much. But it is nice to have that adjustability. All right, checking in here midway through our ride. Stopped up in the Santa Monica Hills. A little dreary out still. Fortunately, it's not raining. But got a little mix of everything on the bike so far. So made our way out of the city, so did some urban riding, and then made our way up through some twisties, we'll call it. Bike handled really nicely. Right now we're in power mode B, so I might try a couple of the different settings just to get a feel for the differences there. But so far the bike's feeling really good. It's got a nice neutral riding position, really nice power delivery. The crispness of the upshift and the downshifts, you know, clutchless up and downshifts were really nice. Really smooth, really positive, really responsive. Suspension felt nice and planted, especially when we got through the twisties here. The rebound coming up through was a little bit, took a little getting used to because it's a little bit more of an aggressive stance, but still really enjoyed it. So we're gonna go find a couple other spots to hit up and continue on with the ride. Okay, Ryan here, wrapping up my amazing day with the Yamaha 2022 Yamaha MT-10 SP. Had a multitude of different conditions we got to ride in today. You know, whether it be weather or roads, we rode in an urban environment, we rode out on the highway, we got to ride through some twisties, got to ride in dry and, as you can see, wet conditions to really put the SP through its paces. And I gotta say, having experienced this motorcycle in all those conditions, I'm really impressed with it. It held up really well in everything, it handled it really well. I felt confident on the bike all day. Didn't have any issues, especially in the rain. I was really surprised, especially being its size, how well it handled everything. It felt really neutral, felt really nimble. You know, it handled its weight very well. You'd never guess it weighs as much as it does or it's as big as it is. You know, for example, we were on our way back through the rain, and I got my first experience at lane splitting in LA traffic and in the rain, and didn't have a second thought on this bike. Felt great, was able to make it through everything, nice and super smooth, felt really comfortable on it, didn't give it a second thought. And I think a lot of that comes down to that semi-active suspension from Nolan's that they have on this bike. Really made the bike feel planted. You know, I was going through deep puddles, I was going through, you know, gravel and some dirt when we were up in the twisties, and the bike just felt great the entire time. And you know, the brakes felt good, you know, with that radio master cylinder. Everything just came together really well. And this is a bike I really think you can kind of just do everything on. And you know, I think that really shows based on what we did today. We put it through someone who's going to be commuting to work in an urban environment. Did great there, did great out on the highway. You know, you can go on long trips on the thing, or you can, you know, and you can change that suspension setting if you want to take it out on track. So having that access on hand is just makes it really fun and really enjoyable because it's really easy. You can just change the bike at a flick of a switch and have it do whatever you need it to do. So got to thank Got to give thanks again to Yamaha for inviting me out for this press release, being my first press launch event. Really excited that it was this bike that I got to ride. I'll remember it forever. Hopefully it's the first of many. And stay tuned for more, because we'll have some more things coming out here, but I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I really enjoyed it. And again, that's it for now. So this is Ryan with Road Dirt, signing off. Ride life.